How virtual IT labs can revolutionize remote employee training. As remote work becomes more common, organizations are faced with the challenge of providing effective training to their employees, even when they are geographically dispersed. Virtual IT labs are one solution that can help organizations overcome this challenge. In this blog post, we will explore what virtual IT labs are, their benefits, how they work, best practices, and what kind of training they can be used for. What are virtual IT labs? Virtual IT labs are becoming increasingly popular as a means of remote employee training. They provide a cloud-based environment where employees can access and experiment with software and hardware systems without needing physical equipment. They can be used for a range of training programs, from new hire orientation to ongoing skills development. They can also be used to supply practical instruction such as IT systems and software, cybersecurity, or network management. Benefits of virtual IT labs. Remote employee training using virtual IT labs offers several benefits, including real-world simulations. Virtual IT labs provide a simulated environment where employees can experiment and test their skills, allowing them to learn and make mistakes without impacting live systems. Flexibility. They can be adapted to suit the training needs of employees, permitting them to learn at their own speed and in a way that is most effective for them. Cost effectiveness. These labs eliminate the need for expensive physical infrastructure and hardware, making them a more cost-effective solution for organizations. Scalability. These labs can be scaled up or down quickly and easily, allowing organizations to adjust resources according to their changing needs. Accessibility. Users can access virtual labs from anywhere with the internet, allowing them to learn and practice job skills without the need for physical equipment or travel. Security. They provide a safe and secure environment for users to experiment with new technologies, without risking damage to their own systems or data. Virtual IT labs are used by a range of organizations, from universities and training centers to businesses and government agencies. They are also used by individuals who want to learn a new job skill or test their own projects. How virtual IT labs work. Virtual IT labs facilitate a secure, safe, and adjustable setting where workers can practice and develop new skills. Here are 5 specific examples of how virtual IT labs can work in remote employee training. Healthcare education. Virtual IT labs can offer remote worker education for healthcare personnel. For example, virtual simulations can be created to train healthcare workers on patient assessment, medical procedures, and emergency response. These simulations can help healthcare professionals practice their abilities in a secure and managed environment before utilizing them in actual life circumstances. Manufacturing training. Virtual labs can also be used to provide remote employee training for manufacturing and production workers. The labs can simulate the production environment, allowing workers to practice operating machinery and using tools. This can lower the likelihood of incidents and trauma, while also boosting the effectiveness and output of employees. Cybersecurity training. Virtual labs provide hands-on training for cybersecurity professionals. The labs can simulate real-world scenarios, allowing employees to practice identifying and responding to security threats. For example, employees may be tasked with identifying and resolving vulnerabilities in a simulated network environment. Programming training. These labs also provide programming training for remote employees. The labs can provide pre-configured environments for popular programming languages like Python or Java. Employees can then practice writing code and deploying applications in a safe, controlled environment. Network administration training. Virtual IT labs can be used to provide training for network administrators. The labs can simulate network topologies and provide tools for employees to configure and troubleshoot network issues. This can aid employees in acquiring hands-on experience in network management without requiring physical infrastructure. Best practices for virtual IT labs. To ensure that virtual IT labs are effective, it is important to follow best practices. These include clear communication. Before the training session, give participants precise directions on how to get onto the platform and mention any required materials. During the session, ensure that the instructor speaks clearly and uses language that is easy to understand. It's also important to encourage participants to ask questions and to create a safe environment for them to do so. Engagement strategies. Virtual IT labs can be challenging for participants who are used to in-person training, so it's important to keep them engaged throughout the session. This can be achieved by incorporating interactive activities such as polls, quizzes, and group discussions. The use of visuals such as slides and videos can also help to maintain participant engagement. Technology preparation. Make sure that all participants have access to the necessary technology and that they know how to use it. This includes the training platform, any required software, and any hardware such as webcams or microphones. It's a good idea to conduct a technology test prior to the training session to ensure that everyone is able to participate fully. Scheduling. It's important to schedule virtual IT lab sessions at a time that is convenient for all participants. Consider time zones, work schedules, and other factors that may affect participation. It's also a good idea to break up longer sessions into shorter, more manageable segments to help participants stay focused and engaged. Evaluation. Finally, it's important to evaluate the effectiveness of the virtual IT lab sessions. This can be done through surveys, feedback forms, or other methods. Use this feedback to improve future training sessions and to ensure that participants are getting the most out of their learning experience. What kind of training can virtual IT labs be used for? This mode of training is ideal for certain types of training and education, as it offers unique advantages over in-person training. Here are some examples of the types of training that virtual IT labs are well suited for. Technical instruction. Labs are an ideal platform for technical instruction, as it permits participants to engage with software and applications from a distance. Instructors can share their screens and walk participants through various processes and workflows, allowing participants to follow along and practice in real time. Compliance training. Many organizations are required to provide compliance training to employees on topics such as workplace safety, anti-harassment, and data privacy. Virtual labs effectively deliver this type of training because it allows employees to participate from any location, ensuring that all employees receive the necessary training. Professional development. This type of training can cover a wide range of topics from leadership and management skills to communication and teamwork. Product and sales training. This type of training can include product demonstrations, sales techniques, and customer engagement strategies. Soft skills training. Soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving are essential for success in the workplace. Virtual labs can help to provide this type of training as it allows participants to interact with each other and with the instructor even asynchronously, practicing these skills and receiving feedback. Why virtual labs will become more in demand. Virtual IT labs have been gaining in popularity over the past few years, and this trend is expected to continue. There are several reasons why they become more and more in demand in the coming years. Increased globalization. With businesses expanding their operations to new countries and regions, the need for training and education that can be delivered remotely has increased. Labs allow companies to provide training to employees located in different parts of the world, making it easier to ensure that everyone receives the same high-quality training. Growing virtual workforce. COVID-19 has hastened the shift to virtual work, with many companies recognizing the advantages of a remote workforce. Labs are an effective way to provide training to remote employees, as it allows them to participate from any location. Value. Virtual labs are often more economically beneficial than in-person training, as it negates the need for travel, accommodation, and other costs related to in-person training. This makes it an attractive choice for firms wanting to cut back on their training costs without diminishing quality. Flexibility. They allow participants to participate in training sessions from their own devices, which means they can access training from anywhere, at any time. This flexibility is particularly appealing to employees who have busy schedules or who are unable to attend in-person training sessions. Technological advancement. Advances in technology have made virtual labs more accessible and user-friendly. This has made it easier for companies to deliver high-quality training remotely and has also made it easier for participants to engage with the training content. In summary, the demand for virtual labs are expected to increase in the coming years due to factors such as increased globalization, a growing remote workforce, cost effectiveness, flexibility, and technological advancements. Companies that embrace virtual IT labs can benefit from the increased efficiency, high-quality training, and more engaged workforce.